Are you the one who starts the best conversations on Facebook, WhatsApp, or in the group chat? If so, this is the podcast for you. Hi, I'm Eva.
And I'm Don, and welcome to Chat and Bother. This is a 15-minute podcast where we start conversations and you and your circle finish them. So go ahead and share this episode with a friend or family member so they can listen to it and you can talk about it together.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You aren't really on social media, so this is probably going to be a lot of just me telling you what you're missing on social media, which probably means you're never going to become more active on it.
No.
It's not going to make you, it's not going to make you say, ooh, let me run over there. So this is pet peeves, issues that I have with social media. I am a scroller. I mean, I am on Facebook, not as much Twitter anymore, but I'm on Facebook a good bit, Instagram a good bit. And if you're on there long enough, you'll start to see things that just irritate your spirit. You're on LinkedIn.
Vex your soul.
Yes, you're on LinkedIn, so there's not so much. When I'm on LinkedIn, which isn't very often, there's not a lot that really gets on my nerves. But let's start with you. Is there anything that goes with LinkedIn that really just, whenever you see it, you want to throw the phone?
It's maybe not as throw the phone, but it's annoying. There are people that they'll connect with you and they have this one-sided conversation in your inbox. It's a sales technique. They connect, then they start trying to sell you things. It's a professional thing, so I think it's okay to try to find new connections to do business. But if I'm not responding, I'm not responding. At a certain point, I realize this is not even a person. This is a robot. They have a system, and that system is trying to find leads. And I mean, if that's how you want to run your business, that's fine, but I don't need to be a part of it. So I kindly just disconnect from them, politely say no thanks, and move on about my business. But if I see that it is a robot, I just move on.
So other than the sales messages I've gotten a few of those, and I'm not polite. I'm a block and delete. I don't have the patience for that. If you connect with me for the sole purpose of selling me something, immediately I am going to take my L for connecting with you in the first place. And then I am going to not only disconnect, but I am blocking as well, because I'm not going through this again. I am not on LinkedIn enough for that kind of abuse.
I think I've only blocked maybe one because it just was obscene. So
you mean they put hoes in your inbox?
No, it was just their system was just way too hyper efficient. I got a message every hour on the hour. Or
oh, you mean aggressive? Okay.
Yeah.
You said obscene. I was like, they got hoes?
No. So the new thing is in email, more specifically Google Docs. People are sending documents. You could tell from the name of the document in a lot of cases that it's going to be something vulgar. So it's just a block and report kind of thing from there. But outside of that,
LinkedIn hasn't made it to the freak stage yet, like Instagram and Facebook.
Nah.
I have some issues, not really with LinkedIn, because like I said, I'm not on there long enough or often enough for anyone to really get on my nerves.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, where I scroll when I'm not supposed to be scrolling, but I do, and Instagram, they're now connected. So a lot of people have the same pictures on both. One of my pet peeves is the couple's photo where the gentleman has the woman in a chokehold. Why is your forearm wrapped around your woman's neck so? It just makes me think, I have never had your forearm at my throat, but it always makes me think that they're about to drag them into the bushes. It gives attacker. It's their idea of a cutesy couples photo, but for me, it gives self-defense. It gives, you know how they would put them in the chokehold and then you flip them over your shoulder. I'm waiting for the next picture to be her flipping him over the shoulder or something like that. I don't know.
Elbowing him in the
elbow in the ribs. That's my first but that's probably just me. But you've never taken a chokehold picture with me. I just don't. That's
I'm
just me.
pretty sure they don't refer to it as a chokehold picture, but
It's the chokehold couples photo, is what I call it. The next
okay.
one that I do not like, but everybody does it. It is someone laying on a beach chair and they are taking a picture of their view, but their view includes their feet.
Okay, this is where I get off.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
make you run.
No,
It's gonna make you run to
nope,
Facebook, isn't it? I am
no.
so glad you are on vacation. I am so glad you are relaxing. But fam, I want to see the picture of the ocean. Can I get an unobstructed view without your toes in it? But that's just me. That's just me. If you want to show me the ocean, show it to me without your toes.
Okay, when I hear obstructed view, I'm thinking like there's a big pillar that supports a whole
It's a
stadium
foot.
that's in your way.
It's a
No, I don't
foot.
want to see a foot. I don't want to
Well, you
see.
don't like feet.
I hate feet. Just for the record, I know we need them,
But
but
you are gonna love, then you are
no.
going to love Facebook in the summer. It's
Your
nothing but
corns are
toes.
not part of your vacation.
Yes,
Maybe
they
they
are. They're
came
on
with you,
vacation
but
too. They are
mm,
and I get it. You want people to see that you are relaxed and that your toes got done before you left. But it ain't for everybody. Everybody don't like feet. I don't really have a problem with feet, but if I'm trying to take in your view of Cabo San Lucas or wherever you went, your
mm,
feet just it ain't a palm, it's a foot. It
mm.
don't really enhance the photo. Okay,
I
the
think we
next
should go
thing.
on to the next thing because I don't want to think about feet no
That
more.
your face says that we should move forward. So I'm going to go ahead and move. Pictures of your house food. So there is a
Oh,
difference between I have just hooked up this gourmet meal and I done put a little garnish on the side. That is beautiful. I love seeing people do fancy stuff at home, but house food is different. Your regular breakfast of eggs scrambled hard with a little brown on it because you left it a little too long and a little side of toast. I love that you are eating breakfast. It is the most important meal of the day. But just having that randomly come through my timeline doesn't transport me. It does not send me anywhere. That
who
caption
is that
better be
for?
compelling. I don't know. Because, I have some rules when I post, right?
Yeah.
If I post something that means nothing, well, I don't, I try my best not to post anything meaningless. I either want you to laugh
Mhm.
or feel something with me or enjoy something with me, maybe go try a new food or, they have like National whatever day, I might participate in one of those. But I don't want to post a picture of my cold waffle and just say hashtag breakfast. That makes me sad for you. And that's not a feeling that I
uh,
want to, to
that's
give to other people. And I
mm,
had ego this morning. I had it. But there was nothing picture worthy about that. It was just breakfast. It was just
right.
breakfast. The next thing is okay, so let me set the stage. And you tell me if you remember this. Back in the day when we would be watching movies, they would have sometimes this scene where older people or middle aged people would have their friends come over to watch. Early on, it was slides of their vacation photos. And after
Yeah.
that, it was home movies. They would invite people over to look at them. So I understand it's a long standing tradition to have your friends and family experience your vacation after the fact through photos and videos. We had slides. We had all those little donut looking things that had all the slides in it
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
slide projector. I don't remember us inviting people over, but I do
Okay,
remember,
wait. Hold on, hold on,
hmm,
hold on. You had a slide projector.
yeah, like that was a 70s thing to have the slide projector.
I lived through the '70s. I didn't have that. I didn't even see none of those. Like I
You didn't
knew
see a
that they
slide projector?
existed. I saw them at school.
That's
You know
not a
when they brought the
slide
cart
projector.
in.
No, that's
No,
not a
they had
slide
those too
projector. Why would they have
for
slides?
science class. Like they'll be projecting images of this is what your toad should look like when you would dissect it.
But I
I'm
mean,
just saying,
useful. I
like,
get it. Okay. I could see that. I think we
but
had that.
you had your own at home,
It was the Kodak slide projector. It was almost like
bro.
having, you remember the
I'm just
Viewmaster?
saying. You've been talking about me and my Pop Tarts and having all these luxuries,
Oh,
my
but
Pop
that did
Tarts
not
and
belong to me. Now, please do not forget, my dad enjoyed gadgets.
okay,
None of
okay.
these things belong to me. I had a Viewmaster. You had a Viewmaster, didn't you? You remember the
Viewmaster. Is that
Viewmaster? It's
that was the red thing, right?
yes, and
With
you put it up
the
to your eyes. So that's basically a very tiny slide projector.
I didn't have it. One of my cousins had one, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So anyway, that was a thing to look at your vacation photos and share them with people. We didn't have people over to look at the vacation photos, but that was a thing.
Mm,
Sometimes after dinner, we would project them on the wall and you look at them because back then you didn't look at the pictures until you sent them to the place, you decided if you wanted
right.
slides or prints and how this was
Yeah.
going to go. So my dad would always pick slides. So this is a thing that people have been doing for at least 40 years, probably more. Well, on Facebook, it's so much easier. So if I see 4 pictures and then over top of that last picture, it says, normally the last picture says plus however many more pictures there are.
Yeah.
Sometimes them things say plus 97.
Bro,
Ma'am,
make a movie.
sir, I don't want to do it. Unfortunately, I am gonna do it, but I don't want to.
Hold on.
Hmm?
Why
Hmm?
you don't want to, but then you
Mm-mm.
still do it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because
I
if
don't
I'm
know.
gonna click like or heart, I want to actually like it. I don't wanna like the 5 pictures I saw and then the rest of them are trash. I need to give you an honest like.
Wait, so let me ask this. Does
Mhm.
anybody ever use a unlike button?
No, they don't have the thumbs down anymore on Facebook. You can't just be
Why?
like, this is, I mean, they have the angry button and the
Because
sad button.
I'm hitting that button
That's why
anytime
you're not
somebody
on
puts a
social
foot
media.
photo.
That's why
Okay.
you can click the sad with the little tear.
So do
The
that for me
point
next
is
time you
not
see a
to
photo.
no, the point is not to offend anyone. I'm just going to be angry about it on the podcast.
No, it's not offending. It's feedback. I don't want to see these.
But you know what? It's social media, so you really can post what you want. You can post what you want because people say, well, you could keep scrolling, and then the next thing I'm gonna see, if it's June, is a foot. I'm gonna see it. And this is
Yeah,
not to
if
make
you
anybody stop doing what they do. I don't think
no,
I
that's
don't think
exactly what I'm trying to do. I
have
don't
you
want to
ever
see that.
seen
I want
have I ever taken that photo of my feet in front of the beach? I don't think I've done that.
no, I think the only time we've ever taken any picture related to feet is when we all had the same kind of shoes at South by
But
Southwest.
those were covered feet.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just
not
shoes,
bare feet.
not feet. I don't want to
No.
see your toes. 'Cause
Feet go through a lot of things. My feet ain't always
hmm,
great. They're
but they're
feet.
not offensive.
No, they're not offensive. They're not. They're just boring. They don't do anything. All right.
'Cause-
So pictures of house food, I don't want it. Feet on the beach, don't want it. 400 pictures from your vacation.
Hmm.
I mean, give me the top 10. I think that's nice. Maybe even the top 20 if you went to several places. Because I know a lot of bloggers and a lot of them have gone to some really cool places. So I love seeing their photos. But if it is the same photo of you in different angles in front of the same building, pick one. You don't have to just select all from the day. Please don't do that. That's a lot. Just because Facebook lets you doesn't mean you have to. The fake sleep selfies. I don't think you've seen that.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
There's a lot going on social media that doesn't make sense. So
Fake
people take,
sleep.
yes, people take pictures of themselves with their eyes closed as if they're asleep. But I know that you couldn't have been asleep because you took a picture. And I'm picturing the process of taking a fake sleep selfie, and it's making me angry for you. I'm
This
annoyed.
is stupid. This is
Like,
so stupid. Are you serious?
no, I am not. I am not lying to you. People will take a selfie of them asleep
Why?
and say hashtag nap time, but you're not asleep because you took the picture. I don't. Yeah.
Why? What is the point? What do you, who is that for and what are they supposed to get out of that?
I don't know. I have no idea. One that I kind of can go either way on, depending on what the caption is hospital selfies. Because we've spent a lot of time in doctors' offices and hospitals and stuff like that. And I know that if my friends are concerned about something that's happening with me or whatever, I'll send them a picture to let them know I'm okay. Right. So that's a thing. And I know some people do videos from the hospital, which I think is good, especially for people who have a lot of people who really care about them and you don't want to be sending it to all 50 of the people on your email, whatever. I get that. And I love getting updates when I know people are unwell.
Yeah.
However, please do not post a pic. Well, you know what? Do what you want because it's your thing. But why do I have to see you sucking on the nebulizer? Honestly, that gives me anxiety as somebody who spent a lot of time asthmatic. That's a lot for me. People have different triggers. That's a trigger for me.
Yeah.
Or your kid on the nebulizer. Give them a minute.
I can understand if the message is, I did go through this, but I am coming out of it.
Yes, I love those. Or if there's someone that I know is chronically ill, I actually go to their page to see how they're doing. If they're
Yeah.
having a long hospital stay, I go to their page to be like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on today? How's everybody
Mhm.
doing?" Ooh, I think it's a fine line on like you said, what your reason for doing it is. And
Yeah.
some people, yeah, I do make it a point to every day, if they are a chronically ill person, to go to their page and see how they're doing, because even if they're not people that I communicate with by text or anything like that every single day,
Mhm.
I do care about how they're feeling
Yeah.
or how their kids are feeling. But if it's just flu season and they're trying to give the child the nebulizer and you're doing a super selfie with them and the nurse trying to get things done, I don't understand what that's for.
I have a bit of a problem with, you're taking pictures of somebody that's on their last leg.
That's
And
rough. That is rough.
I understand why they may want to, because they're trying to sort of preserve the last few minutes that they have with this person or whatever. But I also think about the fact that some people, their whole life, they spent being fly or being
Yes.
that dude that's dressed to the nines. And, some people don't want to be seen that way. And
Let me tell you, on my listen, if I'm dusty on a regular day, don't you take my pic. You could take the picture, but don't you post it.
right,
So
right.
if my lips are dry and I am struggling, I understand you wanting to own the photo, to
Yeah.
have it for you, but don't put me out there that way, please.
Yeah, and
Please don't
same
do
goes the
that.
other way. If I got the little corner mouth spits, don't be taking pictures of that. Don't be tell
No,
the
I'm gonna take
kids,
the
listen.
picture. I'm gonna take the picture. I won't post it,
No,
but I'm gonna take it.
I don't even want you to take the picture. No, mm-mm.
Well, you can't do
Listen,
nothing
y'all
about it because
hug my
mm,
neck,
mm,
tell me goodbye.
I'm taking the picture.
Y'all go cash that insurance policy in because
I'm
it's
telling
paid
you
up.
now.
So,
I'm telling you, I'm taking the photo. It's happening.
nah,
Just know it now.
I
Oh,
will haunt
listen.
you.
No,
I will haunt you.
yeah, well, you can haunt my Google Photos because that's where it's gonna be. I'm
Okay.
so very sorry. Everybody has a different way of grieving and dealing with
Yeah.
certain things. I do think it is important to think about how that person wants to be portrayed and how they have crafted their online persona, if any. Give them that
Like,
kind of dignity if you believe that's something that they would want and care about.
yeah, for me, I think it comes back to, why are you doing this? And what would that person want? Yes, I know, like you said, everybody has their own way of processing what's going on and grieving. If it is not considerate of what that person might want, that to me that bothers me.
Yeah. But I guess, again, we have to be respectful of how people live and how they grieve. And I can keep scrolling. It's my thumb. I can keep scrolling. So that's usually what I do. Or if I know
Yeah.
that that person is really having a hard time and they're grieving, then I'll, let them know I care with a heart or a care button or something like that.
Yeah.
Ambiguous questions for the sake of argument.
Give me an example.
So, one that was up the other day: is it cheating if your man buys a woman lunch that they work with? If a man buys a woman that they work with lunch, is that cheating? Now, that's not a good question. Is it inappropriate? There's so much that has to be involved in that answer.
Yeah.
Is he a cheater? I mean, why are we why are we asking this question?
There's so many questions before that.
Right.
Like,
My main question was, she's at your job, which means she
she's
has a job.
employed.
So she ain't got no lunch.
Bruh, what you need to be doing is helping her get a raise.
Right? So she could afford her own lunch. You need to advocate. That's what you
Right.
need to do.
Right. She don't need a sponsor. She need a advocate.
She need a raise. That's what she need. You don't need teach somebody how to fish, and they'll fish for them. If you give them a fish, they gonna eat for one day. But if
I guess
you
the other question
teach them
is
to
it
fish,
just her, or did he buy lunch for the group?
all I want to
Why?
know is why didn't she bring lunch? Where are you? Did her card not work? That happens. That happens. That's not cheating. Do they only take cash and she only had a card? There's so many things that could go into this, but people start arguing off the bat. And most of it has to do with
Their own
their
personal
own
circumstance.
right,
Yeah.
because their husband done bought somebody lunch and it turned out to not just be lunch. Okay, it turned out to be room service, but you didn't hear that from
There
me.
was
Like, you know what
side
I'm saying?
pizzas with that.
Right. There was a two-piece with fries. Okay. I mean, it was a lot
Uh,
going into these answers that sounded personal. You know what? I'll ask you the open-ended social media question. Don, could I buy a man lunch? Would that be considered cheating?
is he homeless?
Jesus. Don, it's a coworker.
Again, is he homeless?
Oh my gosh. You want the man to go home for lunch rather than get me to get him lunch?
Maybe, depending on
Okay.
if I like him.
Okay. Yeah, you don't need to be on social media. We don't need to let
I,
you on there.
are y'all taking turns? Like, how does this work? Is it a round robin? Like, you buy everybody lunch and he buys it the next time,
No,
and
it's not
somebody else
everybody.
buys
It's
it?
just me. It's just me and my card. Just asking them what you want. What you want to eat. I want you to stop looking at me like I better not ask nobody. I can't ask nobody. I can't ask no man. What would you like me to get for you? That's never gonna happen. That's not okay.
There's so much room in there for why?
Shenanigans and time.
Yeah,
It is a lot of why. And I
do you got
think,
the corporate card out or something? Like, is it?
oh
No,
no,
no, I'm
you
saying
mean
like buying lunch for the meeting, like y'all are eating in.
no,
Okay,
it's two
whatever.
people. It's me and him. And I'm paying.
Yeah, I mean, there's some meetings where it's just two people, but yeah,
It's my money.
there's
It's
yeah,
our
no,
money. It's
no,
our
no,
money.
no, boo boo, no. Mm-mm,
I can't
mm-mm.
take our money from our account.
I mean, you could do a lot
Mm.
of things. That don't mean it's gonna go over well. Like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I bought lunch for Karen. We had a meeting.
No, I mean,
Actually,
I
no, it
don't
wasn't
think
a
I would say
meeting.
anything. If you bought lunch for Karen, you had a meeting. That's different. If you said I bought lunch for Karen, full stop,
Yeah,
that
that's
don't go.
weird.
That's like I bought Dante lunch, full stop. Or Dante and I had a meeting, so I got lunch.
Yeah,
That's
that's
different.
very different.
So
They
see,
land
this is
very
why
different.
these open-ended questions start drama on the internet. And people take their
Yeah,
own personal experiences and get
and they don't
rowdy in
give
the
no
comments.
context, no
No
context at all.
context. So my
Yeah,
very last one is prayer requests with no context.
I don't have a problem with that.
I know you don't, but for me, I don't want to be praying that your bank robbery goes well. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be praying that you get away with killing somebody. I don't think that I'm friends with anybody who would be doing something like that. However, if you want prayer, I'm gonna need you to be specific or as specific as you can. Like, I'm not going me, and that might be why I stay sick, is I don't go to the internet for prayer. I don't do that.
Well,
Maybe
that's a
I
different.
should, but I don't. If I want people who I know genuinely care for me and want the best for me to pray for me, I'll be in their inbox and tell them, hey, this is what I'm going through, and this is what I would like you to help me, to agree with me on. I can't tell you what it is, but pray for me. For your general health and well being, I guess I could. I guess I could. I guess I
Yeah,
could. You know what? I could do that.
listen. I don't need to know all the details. My God knows all the details.
Fair
I can
enough.
just throw
You know
your name
what?
up. He knows what you need,
So
and
you just gonna do the assist. Just toss the name up and let him dunk it. Let him handle it.
yeah, I'm gonna just throw it in the direction. I can't get fervent with it. What I'm just gonna be like, oh, Dante. Okay, that's it. That was the end of the prayer.
That's all I got.
Like that's all I got. I
So you
mean,
can't, okay, so that's fair. So yes, you do want cooperative prayers. And I know That is powerful. And you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'll let you have that. You're right. God knows what the problem is. And I should be, you know what? Maybe I need to be more open minded about how powerful cooperative prayer and general prayer can be.
I will throw up what you give me. You give me just a name, I'll throw up the name. You give
Yeah.
me pray for my court case. All right, I'll pray for your court case. But
Mm.
I will give the Lord what I got. That's it.
Yeah. You know what? That's when you just say, "Thy will be done, Father God." That's
Right.
all I can give you. That
Clearly,
you might have changed my mind about one of my two of my
two. What
social
was the
media
other one?
pet peeves. The other
What was the other one?
one was the hospital selfie,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
that might be tied in with the prayer too. Like if that one
True.
might be tied in with the prayer, they might want some sort of agreement. They might want you to believe and agree with them. And
Yeah.
so I get that. I can, you might have changed my mind on those two. Still mad
Well,
about the
that's
feet on
enough.
the beach. Not too mad about the house food. I'm glad you got food on the table. I don't need to
Right.
see it, but I'm glad you got it.
Yeah.
But your fake sleep selfies can kick rocks. I don't want, y'all need to stop that.
Like that's just lying. Why are you
You ain't
thinking
sleep. You ain't sleep.
that?
You ain't sleep. You are defiling the
how,
nap ministry. You ain't sleep.
how you gonna be worried about angles while your eyes is closed?
Right. You trying to, and then, because I'm picturing them taking the selfie and then open their eyes to check it. Now, no, one more time. Now, okay, wait. My eyes weren't, I don't look sleep enough. Let me try that again. This ran long, but I got to go to work.
And I'm going to work.
We will talk to you again later. Let us know if you have any social media pet peeves, things that just get on your nerves. Yes, we all know that you can scroll by, but that does not mean you don't get the opportunity to be irritated. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us for Chat and Bother. Go ahead and like our Facebook page and share this episode with people that you want to chat with or just feel like bothering, or both. Visit our website, chatandbother.com, for our episode guide and other ways to connect with us. Take care.